I used to be a farmer and I made a living fine. I had a little stretch of land along the CP line. But time went by and though I tried, the money wasn't there. The bankers came and took my land and told me fair is fair. I looked for every kind of job, the answer always no. Hired now, they'd always laugh, we just let 20 go. The government, they promised me some measly little sum, but I've got too much pride to end up just another bum. Then I thought, who gives a darn if all the jobs are gone? I'm gonna be a pirate on the river Saskatchewan. 'Cause it's a heave, hey, hi, hey, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. And it's a heave, hey, hi, hey, farmers bar your doors when you see the Jolly Roger off Regina's mighty shores. When you see the Jolly Roger off Regina's mighty shores. When you see the Jolly Roger off Regina's mighty shores. Hello? What's this? Greetings, citizens of the internet, and welcome to another VAMCraft Adventures with yours truly, Neptune's Orca 2. The song that I was just singing was The Last Saskatchewan Pirate by the Arrogant Worms, who are a lovely Canadian band. They're very humorous, and apparently they've done some work with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra, which is quite cool. And the reason I was singing that is because, of course, our country turned 150 years old last month, which was July. So, in honor of that, I thought we'd set off a couple quick fire... There we go. Oh, lovely. Some good red and white fireworks just to celebrate it. But we won't be spending our entire time over here. We're going to be in the city of Avent today, once again. Hopefully not careening towards our imminent doom, as seems to be the case at the moment. But we're going to be working on the plaza as we were last episode. We're going to finish that up, and everything should be fine and dandy. Something that is pretty unfortunate. So, a long time ago, I built these marvelous roads, right? Lovely. They looked lovely. they worked great, and then I started planning everything out, and everything was lovely and perfect. Or so I thought. Then, last episode, that is not the button I want to press. Then, last episode, we go and we build the whole plaza square bit, and I thought that all that was lovely and perfect. Of course, I based it on these roads, right? Well, now I get to this portion of the build, and what do I find? But it doesn't line up. And no, I have not missed, like, some tricky little number somewhere. I have checked and triple-checked this row. And it just does not fit. So, just to be extra sure, I knew that this middle section was going to be perfectly symmetrical, because I've seen that it's perfectly symmetrical, because when I was building it, I went by, like, the gaps between these number of blocks, right? So it has to be perfectly symmetrical. So then I thought, well, what if we just count, like, from here to here, and do the same on the other side? Yeah. Those are not symmetrical. So, on this side, it's 14 to the end, and on this side, it's 15 to the end. So, we have an extra block on this side. That's not gonna work. I've thought about this for a while now, and I think the simplest solution is just to sort of terraform, like, a second level, like, here-ish. Do something along the lines of that. But before we can do that, we're going to have to move all of this back one block. So we're going to have to move the andesite back one block, we're going to have to move the stone bricks back one block, and then we'll have to put dirt back in. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And now it's nighttime, just to make things even better. Okay. Well, now that we know what's actually going on, it's time to go back to the time lapse. Thursday, August 24th, 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We will be here. We will be live streaming. It's going to be super exciting. I'm not entirely sure what my plans are. We're going to figure something out. It's going to be great. Come on by. Expect me to be the most awkward host ever. It's going to be marvelous. Yeah, that's the last thing I have to say. just knocked my pen over on my desk. It made a funny sound. Okay, let's actually do this. Okay. Well, that is the project almost entirely completed. There's just a couple more things we can do, as you need to see. We've got to put the roofs on the rest, so I'll just gather the resources for that and do that off camera at some point. You'll see it at some point. And another thing I want to do is change how these staircases work. I put them in here just as a convenient way to get up and down. Don't really like them. They're not super great. I have one there, one there, one there, and one there. So the symmetry is nice, but I don't really like how they work. So I'll find out some solution for that. Oh, dang it, I missed this part. How did I miss this? You guys probably want to know how this thing is gonna work. So all these bottom areas you see here, all on the outside, behind the columns, all of this lovely space can be purchased for you to build your own shop in, which is super exciting. You can come in here and you can build a little shop, and you pay us money for it in the form of diamonds, and then you go and you make some own. You make some own? You make some of your own diamonds. That sentence made sense. And yeah, if all the areas down here will also come up with space up top, I think. Maybe some of them won't. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't figured all of that part out. In these little areas here, each of these is going to be a little bit unique. So one of these two is going to be like a post office, so that's going to be kind of cool. And the other I don't actually have plans for, so let me know down in comments what you think should go there, and I may or may not steal some of your ideas. On this side, however, this side I know what these are. Each one of these is going to be a staircase that goes downwards to a metro station. One of many, actually, because we're going to have metro stations that cover the entire city. Like here, if I grab some of that, we're going to have metro stations. Dang, that did not work. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. We're going to have metro stations all over this whole area. This whole massive area. So you can just hop on a train and then hop on off. And it will be lovely. And you can get across the city by walking, or you can do it the fast way. Let me just eat some chicken while I'm here. And yeah, this is what it looks like when it's finished, which is lovely, loverly. And the great thing is you can hop on the roof, because that's so much fun. And this is what it looks like when it's not finished. So there you go. Yeah, that concludes the episode. There's nothing else I have to add. I'm sorry if it's been too time-lapsey for you. I think I'm becoming a little bit notorious for that, at least in my own community, because, let's see, at least the past 3 episodes have been very time-lapsey. The last one accidentally so. I actually thought that I was going to do a lot less in that respect. You know, while it's getting pretty and dark, may as well light off some more fireworks. Shoot, you have to put them on the ground. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Canada! But unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this episode of VAMCraft Adventures. If you did like it, please hit the like button. It lets me know exactly how you felt about this episode, and it helps me make better content. If you really liked it and you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. If you have not already, also feel free to check out my website or the VAMCraft wiki if you're curious about this server or this series. Stay stupendous, and I'll see you next time.